Why, hello. So I have been thinking for a while about trying to make something for this entryway. Let me show you first, tilt it up. Okay, weird angle, but we're going with it. So essentially I have these hooks left up from like the holidays when I hung up some stuff, and they've just been sitting here because I don't want to waste the command hooks. So basically my plan is to put a like star, sun and moon phase banner garland thing up there. I don't really know what to call it, but you know, you get the gist. It'll be hanging there. Anyway, I think it sounds cool and cute, and let's get to the design phase. But before I do that, I should probably introduce myself. So hello, my name is Sarah, also known as SamabyArt. I do art and crochet, and yeah, that's the gist of it. So let's get to planning this this star moon crochet wall hanging thing. So I found this yarn in my stash that I thought would be perfect for this project, and I sat down at my iPad so that I could start working on a little mock-up of the design I was thinking of. Basically, I want to have this main string in yellow with little moon phases hanging down from it, and then I'll put stars in between them. So first I started working on one of the moon phases. This is a new pattern for me, so I was looking over at it quite a few times just to make sure I was really doing it well. And yeah, and I also wanted to make the moon phases first just so that I could get a good gauge of how large they would be and how much space I would have for the stars. Also, Appa hopped up on my desk as per usual. She always likes to interrupt while I'm working because she really wants attention and wants pets, which honestly, I don't hate it. I love getting her attention and her little visits. So I took a break so that I could pet her, and then I quickly got back to it. This part of the pattern, I started getting like a little bit confused just because there were some parts of it that were like kind of written in a weird way. Like the increases were, I don't know, written different from what I'm used to seeing. And they were spaced out instead of like lumped together in like, I don't know, chunks, if that makes sense. I was getting so confused that I was having to go back, recount my stitches, and then at one point I even undid what I had done in the moon and then started again, only to then realize just a little bit later after working a bit more that I had done it correct and didn't have to undo what I had just did. But I did end up finishing it in the long run, and then it was time to start working on the other moon phases, which went much smoother than the first one. I then at this point had reached the end of my green yarn ball, so I had to grab another one, and of course when I got back to my desk, Appa was there waiting for me, but this time she was more off to the side, so I was able to keep working on stuff while she was there, and she just watched me as I worked.
What the? You just sprung in action, huh? Ma'am, yarn's not for you.
After that little outburst, she just stayed more off to the side and just watched as I crocheted. It was then at this point that I decided to take a little break. I went to lunch, and when I came back from lunch, I decided to finish off the moon phases. I only had one left, and it was the full moon, so I worked on finishing that up. Okay, so update, I have finished all of the little moon phases for the sides. So now I just need to make a bunch of stars. I might try making some like little starburst diamond-y shapes maybe, if I can make it work with the pattern that I have. But yeah, I'll also link below the patterns that I'm using, because I did not come up with these patterns myself. Like while I'm piecing it together myself, I didn't come up with the actual crochet pattern myself. So anyways, with that, let's go make a bunch of stars. So far I was able to figure out how to make these little diamond-y pieces. I think these are going to be like where the hooks are, just to, I don't know, have something a little different. And I've made one star, so I think I need to make at least 8 of these. So we'll see once I start putting things together if I need any more stars. But yeah, now to time lapse a bunch of crocheting. Then once I had finished crocheting all the pieces, I just needed to sew in the ends and piece them all together. Good morning. So it is now the next day. I thought I was gonna finish this last night, but honestly, I got really tired once the evening hit, and I just did not have the energy to actually finish this. So I am gonna finish it today and get it up. But so far, what I have is so far this is what I have. I've stitched on all of the moon phases and these little star burst thingies. Now I just need to put on the stars, and yeah, but first I might actually make myself a cup of coffee. I don't really do that often just because I have a lot of anxiety, so I kind of avoid it. But I don't know, I'm really tired this morning. My allergies are kind of kicking my butt a bit, so I think it's necessary to have a little coffee. So to coffee and then to finish this. All right, now that I have my coffee, let's go finish. started off by marking where I wanted the stars to go so that they would be evenly spaced out, and then all I had to do was stitch them into place. So here it is all finished. I think it turned out so cute. I feel like it really warms up this part of the living room and goes really well with the wreath that I made, and I don't know, it just makes it feel less empty because it's felt really empty since the holidays. So yeah, if you like this, make sure to like and subscribe. This is only my second long video that I've ever filmed, so if you have any ideas of things you want to see me make, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.
Silly goose.
Oh, silly goose.
Okay, sorry. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Please stay, please stay.
Oh, that smelled like fish. So here it is all finished. I think it turned out so cute. It really just warms up. I